Is Pokemon Legends Arceus the best Pokemon game? Well, I don't think that's the case for me at least, but it's still pretty good. Now, I'm making this as my initial thoughts video, while also talking about the overall reception of the game, because this game has been received very well. It got pretty good reviews all around the board, and it seems that everyone's enjoying it. However, something that I've been seeing a lot, especially on Twitter, is that this is a masterpiece of a Pokemon game, and I don't feel that way. In fact, I think I was a little too overhyped for the game, and it didn't really meet the expectations I wanted. The game's still good, but it's not blowing me away for reasons I'll get into later in the video. And just to clarify, this is not a video being made for the sole purpose of gaining clicks off of negativity. I'm making this to give my genuine thoughts about the game while also discussing the amount of hype that was built up around the game. Because you know, I just feel like I was too overhyped. But at the end of the day, there's nothing to worry about because first things first, this game is really good. This is the best Pokemon game in a very long time, and I think if you purchase this game, that you will have at least a pretty decent time. I won't guarantee that you will love this game, but it will be fun nonetheless. I personally had a lot of fun even though I had a lot of flaws with the game. So if you're interested in this game or if you're a Pokemon fan, I would definitely buy this game because I don't think you're going to regret it. Because this game has innovated so much, and I'm so happy that Game Freak has really proven that Pokemon is worthy of being a good game franchise. Because for a while there, Pokemon was known as the mediocre franchise with a bad fandom, when that's not the case. Pokemon has released a ton of amazing games in its past, and its fandom isn't all bad. There's a lot of really talented and amazing Pokemon fans out there, and they get a really bad rep. But enough about that, we're here to talk about Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I gotta say, the number one thing I am really enjoying about this game is how it feels so smooth to play. And when I say that, I'm saying controls, and I'm saying game structure and gameplay loop, all of the above. Everything just kind of flows right. When you get to the open world segment of the game, you can go wherever you want, whenever you want, and you can just battle any Pokemon that you see in the wild. You just chuck your Pokemon at whatever you want to battle, and it starts the battle. Funny enough, it kind of reminds me of Pixelmon back in the day with Minecraft, where you just chuck your Pokemon everywhere and just fight everything. It kind of has that same feel. But it is safe to say that these battles are overall a massive improvement. It just flows a lot better than abrupt battle transitions, and you don't have to deal with loading and all that. You just throw your Pokemon, and you're in the battle. It's simple, nice, easy, and fast. And that's the thing. This game is really good at immersing you in this world. There is no interruptions, no guidelines. You just do whatever you want to do. And also something else that I really liked was that the game was kinda challenging. It's not too crazy, you're not going to die a million times, but for Pokemon standards, this isn't your typical rodeo. Especially when you're trying to catch a really high level Pokemon, because those guys will actually mess you up. And that's cool stuff, and it's also something that I asked for in my Legends Arceus Wishes video. So thankfully, the game is a bit more challenging, and I kinda appreciate that. Now, if I was Game Freak, I would still be making the challenge a bit more harder because, I don't know, I like a good challenge, you know what I'm saying? Or at least, like, give me a hard mode where all the Pokemon are a lot harder to kill, something like that. But it is what it is. I like the challenge. This is a good step in direction for Game Freak. Other than that, crafting is actually pretty cool. I was kind of worried that'd be too complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. The recipes aren't super detailed, so you're not gonna have this advanced crafting menu. It's very simple, and I like that. The music was pretty good. It did give me Breath of the Wild vibes at first, which was weirdly soothing. I don't know what it is, it's just when you have that slow piano with a little bit of jazz, it reminds me of Breath of the Wild. I'm not calling the game a clone of Breath of the Wild because that's stupid. It's nothing like Breath of the Wild. It is a Pokemon game inside and out, I can tell you that much. And finally, the story, without going too much into it, is pretty decent. Nothing groundbreaking, but it serves the purpose that it needs to serve, and the characters are different this time around. Overall, this game is about an 8 out of 10 for me. It's pretty good. However, I wouldn't give it higher than 8 out of 10 just yet. I haven't beaten the game yet, so my opinion is subject to change, but after playing about 6 to 7 hours, I do have some issues that kinda annoy me about the game. And a lot of these issues could be due to the fact that the game was just as overhyped as it was. You see, I'm a big fan of Pokémon. I love the series, and I've been a bit disappointed with the recent state of the franchise. And before this game released, I was optimistic, but very skeptical. But what I think really ruined my experience with this game was the days before release. Everyone and their mother was playing this game through emulation. Even some of my content creator friends was playing it through emulation, so I was on Discord and I had to see them play it, and it sucked, man. I wasn't going to emulate the game because I already bought it and I wanted to experience it on Nintendo Switch for the first time. And plus, I just don't want to emulate the game, man. I want to get it at release. It's supposed to be special, you know? But through the power of social media, I got to see everyone's early thoughts about the game. And I saw the word masterpiece be thrown out multiple times, and some people even called it the best Pokemon game. These are not normal words to use for a game. When I hear masterpiece, I think about getting a game that's so good that's going to change my stance on gaming as a whole. Games like Sonic Mania, Super Mario 64, Earthbound, Pokemon Black and White. Those are the kind of experiences I'm thinking of. But when I got the game, I didn't feel any of that. I think me seeing all of the overwhelming praise days before it released just raised my expectations a little too much. Because this is not a masterpiece, and low-key, I was kinda expecting one. And I know, it's kinda irresponsible, don't get too overhyped, but man, everybody around me was enjoying it and calling it one, so it's like, it's hard. I hate that these games get leaked early, I really do, because it just ruins the experience, man, you know? I just wish I didn't see what people had to say about the game before I played it, because now that I am playing it, I don't feel like I'm having as much fun as I should. If I had never seen those opinions, my expectations for the game would have been pretty tame. I probably wouldn't be as overhyped as I was when I first started playing this game. And don't get me wrong, I had fun playing the game, but it just didn't live up to the vision that got drilled into my head before release. Like how the graphics are very ugly. This game is best played in handheld because this ain't it, chief. Now, the graphics aren't the most important thing, but it's kinda disgusting to look at. Especially when the lighting is really good, but everything else is just bad. Textures don't look good, foliage doesn't look good, and overall map design looks pretty plain. But the next issue I had was just how slow the start of the game was. Like, the beginning of this game was very, very long. Now look, it wasn't the worst thing in the world because the story was entertaining. Trust me, I do love these characters and I love the facial expressions that they added to these characters. But I can imagine that repeat playthroughs of this game is going to suck because you're going to be spamming A for 30 minutes straight. Because the first hour and a half of this game is just tutorials and dialogue, and that's just, whew. I don't mind having dialogue, I'm a big story enjoyer, but if I'm away from the gameplay for too long, I begin to lose interest. I need a good balance of gameplay and story, because if there's too much of one of those, I begin to just lose focus. However, I did push through and I got past the beginning, and afterwards, I had a blast. So if any of you are struggling with the beginning, just keep playing. I promise you the game will get good. The beginning may be slow, but when this game picks up, it will pick up very fast and you will have a ton of fun. But man, that beginning was a lot. But that's all I really have for criticisms. This game is pretty fire. It just unfortunately got tainted by the overhype that I had. But that's okay because I'm going to keep playing it and soon I will make a Pokemon Legends Arceus review when I finally beat the game and have formed all my thoughts and opinions. And since it's a pretty big game, it might take a while, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified of future videos. Anyways, Pokemon Legends Arceus was good. I love you guys. Adios. My channel members are Snicks, Archer XYZ, Let's Go Gaming, Jaden SV, Rocco MK, Wispawn 60 FPS, Saint, Sonic Up, Thomas One Ride, Chip Chap Chop Scape, Virtuous Azon Sonic Pip, Azure Sonic Crash D00D, The Squeaker Nerd, Super Shax Boom, Sonic Extreme, and Super Saiyan Sonic. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It is currently 1:12 a.m. on the 29th. I just got done playing Legends Arceus to record this video, and my voice is actually dying. I had a lot of fun making that. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. You guys really help out a ton. Yeah. I'm sorry I can't say more. I need to go to bed, man. I'm tired. Love you guys. Adios.